the game could see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth, with the Boxing Voice. I'm here at the Royal Albert Hall with for the Daniel Dubois Kajanu press conference with the one and only Frank Warren. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm really good. Thank you for asking. Frank, we had an opportunity to view Adam Kownacki over the weekend fight Gerald Miller, and he's been spoken about in a glowing manner because of the manner in which he dispatched a common opponent with Deontay Wilder. When you put together the fight between Daniel Dubois and Kajanu, was it your expectation that, were you hoping that if he was to dispatch Kajanu in a manner that was much better than Joseph Parker, that he will be thought of in those same terms?
Well, you know, it's coming up. This will be his 10th fight. You know, look at the fights that Parker had. He was world champion when he fought him, and you know, this is Daniel. Basically in the novice stage of his career. So for me, it's a good fight for him. It's a durable fight opponent. He's a big man. He doesn't fall over. So I'm looking for our man to learn from it. And more importantly, I want to see him go out there and box and see what he's got against this guy.
I spoke with Daniel earlier, and he was saying that his plan A and plan B is to knock people out. I understand that his last fight with Kevin Johnson is he couldn't dispatch him. Is the goal to win, or would you rather he puts people away in that manner?
I'm not trying. Listen, I want to see him stop people, and that's what the fans want to see. But what happens when somebody doesn't go over? You know, with Kevin Johnson, was just come to survive. He didn't, you know. That's what he is. He's a very good professional, and that's why he's been fighting for so long. And that's why he gives people all sorts of problems in the way, you know, in getting to him. But I think with Daniel, he needed that fight, and he needed to learn from that fight. More importantly, the best thing about fighting Johnson was to go away and look at the video after and see how you improve on what you're doing. You know, sometimes it's a little bit repetitious, and you learn from it. This guy that's coming over now, as I just said, is going to be a good test for him. It's going to be a good test for him, and we'll see where we go with it. I just want him to learn from every fight. I want him to get that experience in the bank, so that when we really do step him up for a big fight, for a big world title fight, he's capable and able to deal with it. Remember, he's not had that great. He hasn't had the amateur experience. He's turned professional very young. For example, was Anthony Joshua had, was a gold medalist, fought in world championship. He hasn't got that experience. He had 7 senior bouts.
How keen are you to separate his trajectory from Anthony Joshua's trajectory? I know Anthony Joshua is the benchmark in terms of British boxing. That's where everyone tries to attain to. But does that put pressure on Daniel when the comparisons are there? Because he knocks people away just like Anthony Joshua does.
No, I think they're totally different fighters. I think Daniel's a good boxer as well. I think, and that's what I want to see more of him come out of him. Of course, people make comparisons, but you look at look at the stage of their careers, you look at their ages, and you see that this young man in Daniel's got so much in the tank. He's a willing learner. He wants to box. He keeps himself in great condition, and that's what for me is a pleasure to work for him, because he wants it so much.
I had an interview with Anthony Yarde yesterday, and we spoke about the LA debacle. Alvarez fights Kovalev this Saturday, and I know you would like Anthony Yarde to face the winner. Is Wilder Fury 2 a possible landing spot for that fight, or does that come too soon?
No, they got different promoters to start with. If it was Alvarez is with Bob Arum, and obviously, if we do the deal with PBC, it's which is Al Heyman, they're 2 different promotional groups. Anthony fight will be ordered. If he comes through his fight, I think the WBO will order that the winner's got to defend against him. We'll just do our best to make it happen. We'd like to get it on over here. He had a bad time out there. The commission were a joke. They were just awful the way they behaved. I've never heard anything, fighters being told there's a cut-off date before you can fight somebody 4 or 5 days before a show. I've never heard of that. What happens to the main event the main event, one of the guys had fallen out 2 days before. We're going to cancel the show. You can't bring anybody in. It's ridiculous. And more importantly, it was very not just unfair on Anthony, but very unfair on his fans and the people who flew out there to watch him. It's not cheap to go and watch fights and buy tickets. I mean, it was just awful.
Anthony Yard fights on the 23rd of February. That date clashes with the Eubank De Gale show. Considering that this fight is a couple of weeks after, wouldn't it be prudent, or is it a good idea to put Anthony Yard on a platform where more eyes will be on him, so they're not competing with a rival TV promotion to see that fight?
Well, we announced our date at least. I think it must be at least 2 months before they announced ours. So what are we supposed to do? We announced our date. They announced theirs afterwards. That's how it is. I mean, that's a question to them why they did that. I mean, I don't agree with any of this stuff what's going on at the moment, but it seems that's the way it's going. In the meantime, we just get on with our business. Our fighters are on BT. We've done a great job in promoting Anthony Yard, and he's done a great job in the ring. And if he comes through this one, we just move on and onwards and upwards.
Moving on to Wilder and Fury. The first time around, the fight happened quite quickly. The negotiations were quite smooth. And both of them are on record as saying that if two people really want to fight, they get in the room and they make it happen. What is the hold-up with the negotiations this time around? Why hasn't something been announced?
Well, because Tyson went away for the Christmas and took some time out of his family. Only sat down a couple of weeks ago. And he told us what his expectations were, and that's what we're working on.
We had a discussion on...
We make fights happen. We make fights happen. We don't talk about them. We do make them happen.
Is it commonplace for Tyson Fury to be entertaining other offers without your knowledge? I don't know whether you were aware, but Eddie Hearn said that he sent Tyson Fury offers to fight Joshua. Is it commonplace for promoters to send your fighters offers without you knowing, or is that not what happened?
No, he did make an offer to him, as Tyson said, and I've seen an offer. Tyson sent me the offer. He made him a derisory offer. Shouldn't really. It's not the way you should do it, but that's the way he's chose to do it. But that's how he is. What do you want me to say? I mean, we can all play that game.
So Deontay Wilder is, if you speak to him, he's focused on this fight. He's not entertaining offers from Anthony Joshua at all. Is he remiss by not entertaining offers from any other fighters, whilst Tyson Fury is speaking with Eddie Hearn about a potential Joshua fight?
The WBC have ordered that he's got to fight Tyson Fury. End of story.
Brilliant. So that fight is. Well, Frank, I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, all good. Thank you, young man. It's good to see you, and thanks for coming along and doing the interviews.
I appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. All the best. Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.